do you know if Chris Stokes is gay?
I mean, I can't tell you if he's gay. I can tell you that I'm gay, but I don't know if he's gay. I know he likes little boys, and allegedly, hey, that makes you something.
Do you think that the experience that happened with Chris Stokes caused you to change your sexuality?
No. Growing up, I always knew I was different. I always knew that there was something different about me. Even when I dated girls, I knew that I liked boys, and I had 2 girlfriends that I really liked. I loved them, but it was more so for me. I was trying to fit in with society because that was what was acceptable. And growing up in church, I was always told, "You're going to hell if you're gay. You're going to hell. That's a sin. It's an abomination," and all that. So like, gay was out of the question.
It just came naturally to lie and fake it.
Yeah.
Okay. So when all this stuff started happening with Marques, like I remember early on in the interview, you told me that he like used to put his leg on you and stuff. Like, were you more susceptible to that action because you already knew you were gay, or like, did you like tell him no?
No, I did not do any of that because I was gay. And when he did the leg thing, like I said, I didn't take it like it was intimate. I feel like, I don't know what, like, I didn't think nothing of it. Really.
Right.
But when the situation happened upstairs in Chris's room, that's a completely different thing.
Right.
And that's not something that I wanted.
Okay.
It was something that was forced upon me.
Right.
And I was told to be quiet or I would lose my career.
Okay.
Now, at that age, sex was not even
on your mind.
Yeah, when I knew, I like guys, but let me make the choice when I was ready.
Right.
I didn't have sex with a guy until I was 19.
Right, and
that was my choice.
Right.
To be with someone in the music industry, Marques, and no, that was not something that I did willingly, and it was not consensual. Let's get that straight for everybody out there that's probably thinking that or who have said that. That's not true.
Okay. Okay, well, y'all heard it here first on Since Day One. When and how did your career end? Like, what exactly landed you back in Texas?
It was, I want to say 1998. I had spoken to a young lady in the group, girl, on that. I just thought I was working on my second album.
Okay.
And I was in LA and I was, reaching out to them, trying to figure out what's up, when it's the studio time, what's going on, Nobody's answering the phone.
Right.
Nobody's picking up, and then when they pick up, they would hang up, and I'm just like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I called Taz.
Right.
And she answers, and she's like, the boys don't want to talk to you. Chris Stokes is mad, and they don't want to work with you no more. You're telling lies. You're spreading rumors. I said, no, I'm telling the truth. I'm telling facts.
Right.
And she was like, well, we need to have a meeting. I'm going to come pick you up. My mother and I were at Connie's house at that time. And she came and picked me up in a silver, Prowler that she had. And we went to a restaurant in LA called M&M's, Soul Food. And we talked, and she asked me what happened because I told, this girl was my best friend at the time in the group Girl.
Right.
And, she had confided into another group member and girl named Jamila.
Okay.
And not Jamila from 702.
Okay.
But Jamila in the group Girl.
Okay.
And I guess she went back and told, Chris and the boys and all that. But I guess they got upset and they were hysterical because I finally leaked it to somebody.
Okay, you finally
told. They got scared probably that, the shit's finna hit the fan now.
Okay.
It's some stuff finna go down.
They were trying to get rid of you before anything came.
Exactly.
Okay.
Hence why there became immediate sabotage.
And separation.
Immediately. She said I was lying.
When she asked
Taz told me that at the M&M's, she told me I was lying.
After she asked you to tell her what happened?
And I'm explaining to her that this dude has a mole on his testicle.
Right.
It's the testicle and penis or testicle, one of them. He has a mole down there.
Right,
And I know for a fact.
Right.
how you gonna tell me I'm lying and then I'm telling you what's going on and then I start telling her other stuff that was going on?
Do he have any kind of marks down there?
He has a mole.
Oh, so we're not talking about Chris Stokes, we're talking about Marques.
Marques Houston has a mole down there, and I think it's, I want to say it's on his testicle.
Okay.
He has a mole on his right testicle.
Oh, okay.
And I know that.
Okay.
Because we have to do shower stuff.
Oh, okay.
And there's other people that knows about the shower stuff. Anyway, but I have no reason to lie. And what it was is to cover their ass real quick.
Yeah.
To get this kid completely away from us. Why else would you completely dismiss me?
Right. I know. And
like,
when I was researching
like
you,
that.
he was saying like, oh, I got rid of him because he was fat and he had no talent. He
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. If I was so fat and that's why you got rid of me, if you truly wanted me to be a successful artist, why didn't you hire me a trainer?
Right.
Why didn't you hire me someone to help me to lose the weight?
Right.
If you really wanted to see success in me,
right.
That's a lie. I had no talent. Put me next to any male artist that you have ever signed today, I'll kill them. I will stand flat-footed and kill them and still sing my songs in my original key. Okay. And I'm not trying to be cocky. You can mix me with the lies.
I mean, because it's
I ain't for the lies.
disrespectful. It's disrespectful. You've appeared in Romeo and Juliet. You sold over what? How many records? Albums? 4 million?
Yes, 4 million albums worldwide. Went to Australia, was presented with a plaque. Loved Me in Australia, was just there last June. Received with open arms to the point that I bent over and I was crying. Australia did a successful gig for Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
And they loved me. They received me with open arms. I mean, still singing.
Right. We know.
No talent.
I just feel
Come
like
on. Who? That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Everybody in the industry knew me as the little kid with the big voice. Like when we did Irvine Meadows Summer Jam in 1996, like I met with SWV. Everybody loved the kid. Like everybody was like,
Didn't they
dude,
call
the
you
voice.
like the male Aretha Franklin?
Yes.
Yes.
Why would they compare me? He said we were looking for someone that sounded like Stevie Wonder, but what we found was someone that sounded like the young Aretha Franklin. So if I had no talent, how could I be compared to the Queen of Soul?
My whole point.
That don't make sense.
Y'all leave your comments and opinions down below and let me know how you feel about this situation. Don't forget to just tell Quindon, give him your praise, prayers, whatever, send up to God. Share this video to your friends and your family. Let everyone know about this. We got to get this out there. What I wanted to know was, can you like elaborate to me on how Chris Stokes was allegedly involved in your child sex abuse?
He never was. He never did anything to me.
Right.
He orchestrated everything.
Okay.
He was behind it.
Okay. So like when y'all were in the act, was he telling Marques what to do to you?
I'm thinking they already planned something.
Oh, okay.
Like they already knew what was going to be done.
Okay.
Like they had to have known.
Okay.
Because, like, how are you up there asleep and not know what's going on? You not sleep, for one.
Were there any lights on? The lights were on?
It was dark.
Okay, it was dark.
Pitch dark in the bedroom. I remember the bedroom like it was yesterday.
So, I mean, I remember in the beginning, I know I'm probably late, but in the beginning you were saying y'all stayed in hotel rooms.
Uh-huh.
But now I see you keep saying Chris's room. So, did y'all have a house by this time?
He had a house.
Oh, he had a house.
That was not my house. I would stay there.
Okay.
But when I met Chris, they lived in the Universal Hilton and the Universal Sheraton, and they were driving rental cars. After I was signed, next thing I knew, I flew out, and he was staying in Studio City. The house that I think You Got Served was filmed in.
Oh,
He was staying. Yeah, he was staying there and had a brand new Lexus SUV.
And Mature lived here. This house was owned by my cousin Chris Stokes. Right here. This house right here on the right. 4114. This was the house. Dang, that's crazy. All the times I used to come over here to see my cousin, and my brother was living here, I didn't even know what was going on in that house. Oh man, this window right here to the right. That was, as soon as you walk in, the window to the right was Chris had the white room, the white carpet with the white piano. Yeah, this is the house where my brother was violated, man. He was stating that this is where everything happened, where Marques Houston molested him.
I mean, do you think that he could have used some of your money to get that?
Had to have. How do you go from hotels and rental cars to a house in Studio City in a Lexus SUV?
Right. Look.
Come on now.
Look.
Like Mr. T, I pity the fool.
Was Chris Stokes married at the time that all of this was going on? Because I read somewhere that he's like boasting, I ain't never done that. I've been married to my wife 16 years. We have kids together. But that doesn't never mean nothing, though.
At all whatsoever. And no, to my knowledge, he wasn't married. He was dating this young lady by the name of Manye Morton. But I don't think that... I know for a fact they weren't married at the time I was involved with the whole get hooked gang.
Okay. Where was your mom? Like, because a lot of people seem to think that y'all got rich and she moved back to Texas and left you down there with him.
Well, you want me to address you or them?
I mean me.
Okay. I, foremost for myself, will say to you, we've never seen what rich feels like.
Okay.
Never in my life. My mother never neglected or abandoned me.
Okay.
My mother would leave and go home and handle business, and sometimes my mother would go on trips, which that's fine for her to do. That was okay. But like I said, my mom didn't know anything was going on.
Okay.
My mom would leave me with this person that we thought we could trust.
What was life like after your career ended and you came back to Texas?
It was very difficult for me.
Yes.
Because when I did come back to Texas, it was like, boom, I've been molested, I've been raped, I've lost my career. Now I gotta go back to public school. And I didn't even go to school, but one time when I was on the road doing music,
right,
and signed, and I went to school class one time, participated in one classroom. It was with myself and the boys, and our teacher, her name was Elaine. She also, which is kind of cool, she was Leonardo DiCaprio's teacher too.
Right.
But no. So to have not been going to school, which I'm not saying that's good, it's kind of like neglect on his end, because he should have had us in school every day.
Yeah.
But that's also kind of like child abuse, a form of it.
It is.
But no, it was horrible for me. It was horrible to go from living this life, you're touring, things are going great for you,
Rich.
except for all that, but like, I wasn't rich though. I was making some money, but I wouldn't consider myself to be rich.
Right.
What hurt the most is that it was over.
It was over.
Like, to me, it felt like it was a death. Because not only did I didn't want to sing anymore. It took a long time for me to want to sing. And then going back to school and having to watch yourself in a movie in 9th grade, like,
they made you watch the movie in class?
You still watch Romeo and Juliet in the 9th grade.
Okay.
It's a part of the whole Shakespeare teachings. But to go through that and watch that, and I'm like, that brought back memories again. I was suppressing so much inside of me. Like, by the time I graduated high school, I had come out as a homosexual. I spiraled. I began to spiral. Like, alcohol became my best friend. Had bad drinking problem, and then dabbled in drugs. My life just got completely out of control. I didn't know whether to shit or go blind. Seriously, or go. I didn't know what to do. Like my life was really a mess. And people didn't know why I was going crazy. People didn't know what I was going through. Mentally, physically, emotionally. I was broken and trying to put this mask on like everything is okay, and I'm fucked up and needed help. I didn't even tell my mother until Raz B came out with his story. When Raz B came out with his story, that's when I told my mom.
What did she say?
She was angry. She cried, and she was really angry. She said, "Why didn't you say anything?"
Why didn't you say anything?
I don't know. Like after when that first happened, I was told if I said anything, I would lose my career. But when I came home, like I didn't want to talk about that. It's embarrassing. I felt shameful. Like I just wanted to suppress it. I didn't want anybody to know. It's not something you go around and talk about. You know. Definitely didn't want my mama to know.
Right. Did you feel like she would look at you different if she knew that then?
Perfume, go, go. Anytime.